According to the chairperson, Matron Mary Fuller, the establishment of the institution comes at a critical time when the demand for quality, competent, and compassionate healthcare professionals has never been greater for nurses. She said nurses remain the backbone of healthcare delivery, providing essential care, promoting health, preventing diseases, and supporting individuals, families, and communities during some of the most critical moments of their lives. Matron Fuller noted that the institution is founded on the principles of academic excellence, professionalism, integrity, compassion, and lifelong learning, with the goal of producing graduates who will contribute meaningfully to strengthening healthcare systems and improving health outcomes across the country.
Today represents a significant milestone, not only for this institution, but also for the healthcare system, communities around here, and we the entrepreneurial nurses engaging in our own training. We are committed to serving this nation.
She assured students and stakeholders of the board's commitment to working collectively to ensure that the institution founded by veteran nurses becomes a beacon of excellence in nursing education.
This is a new chapter in their lives, in their academic journey, that they should study hard, maintain discipline, professionalism, commitment, dedication, all of these words we should carry them along so that at the end of the day they become good, responsible nurses to serve the nation of Sierra Leone, and also even globally they can serve for as long as they are able to do their education well, they can serve the whole community and the global.
The Secretary General of the Sierra Leone Nurses Association, Ruby Williams, congratulated the newly admitted students and reminded them that nursing is more than wearing uniforms or signing registers, but a calling to serve, comfort, and the principles of the college. Described the institution as a laudable venture aimed at enhancing quality healthcare delivery. She encouraged the students to make the best use of the opportunity and prepare themselves to become responsible and professional healthcare providers. Other speakers included the president of the Sierra Leone Midwives Association, Edwina Conte, and the medical superintendent of the Lunge Government Hospital, Dr. Alusan Yila, who congratulated the students and urged them to remain focused on their academic journey as future lifesavers. The College of Nursing and Allied Health Sciences and Technology was founded by 24 veteran nurses, former students of the Tonkolili District College of Health Sciences, who were the first cohort of the Bachelor of Science, Nursing and Midwifery Education graduates.
At the Presidential Lodge today, Statistics Sierra Leone officially concluded its 8-month nationwide mapping exercise. The team also used the occasion to digitally map the Presidential Lodge.
We are the map away assigned for work at this area where the lodge happened to fall the day. So this morning I come for answer just a few questions. First of all, I will ask you, what are your needs?
The exercise captured every building and settlement across Sierra Leone. According to Statistics Sierra Leone, the mission is now completed. Statistician General Andrew Bob Johnny provided an overview of the exercise and its significance.
We are conducting a mock census as a follow-up on the pilot census. The results of these two exercises will prepare us better for the inauguration in December 2026. Our purpose of being here today is to map your household. The information gathered will be among thousands of others in the database as a preparatory activity for innovation in December 2026.
GIS and cartographic mapping consultant Dr. Fuluke Adenayo presented a video analysis of the mapping process. She said the digital mapping of the entire country will provide a strong foundation for the smarter governance and better development planning.
Mapping the huge data that has been collected of every building in the country is going to be the foundation data for national postcode development, and the postcode organization is already working towards having a collaboration with Statistics SL, because it's going to save the country a lot of resources to build on the geodatabase, and this will formulate the national address register.
Dr. Adenayo explained that the exercise was carried out in 3 phases. Teams first covered high-density urban areas. They then moved into hard-to-reach communities after the rainy season before completing the remaining sections. She said technology played a critical role throughout the process.
We also made sure that we had quality control. We had field validation, everywhere validated, GIS review of all our data sets internationally, topology checks to make sure that there are no gaps and there are no overlaps. And we were able also to validate the database using an international GIS reviewer who was able to go through the database and actually he certified everything according to international standard.
Dr. Adenayo added that the exercise has produced a national geodatabase certified to international standards. The mapping exercise goes beyond preparation for 2026 census. The data will support planning for schools, hospitals, disaster response, land management, and Sierra Leone's future postcode system. With the mapping exercise now completed, Statistics Sierra Leone says it is fully prepared to conduct a comprehensive and inclusive population and housing census in December 2026. For SLBC News, I am Margaret Senga reporting from the Presidential Lodge in Freetown.
The West African Federation of Engineering Organizations Engineers has concluded its 2026 biennial conference in Freetown with strong resolution to have an harmonized engineering structure in the region. Abdul Kabir has a next story.
Today, engineering has emerged as a catalyst for transformative agenda in the world, and Sierra Leone is no exception. The conference room at Radisson Blu saw the convergence of engineering minds from across the regional bloc to visibly see the adoption of a comprehensive joint communique aimed at reshaping the infrastructural landscape. It also looked at how they will sustain better collaboration in the area of modernized engineering. Speaking on his vision, Engineer Professor Reverend Charles Adams, President-elect, underscored the importance of the biennial conference and the newly signed communique, and describing them as critical frameworks for regional integration and structural advancement of engineering.
The people of West Africa have spoken. People from all nations of West Africa have indicated that all that our governments are doing regarding ECOWAS integration is great. But without engineering, the engineering backbone, we will not get to where we are going, because West Africa needs infrastructure. Water, roads, telecommunication, energy, and all the things hinge on engineering. So the engineers of West Africa have affirmed that they will collaborate.
Addressing the pressing engineering challenges facing Sierra Leone, prominent Engineer Tani Pratt, past president of Sierra Leone Institute of Engineers, said the profession should occupy a central seat in governance.
Harmonize our standards harmonize our governance, harmonize our membership status, so that an engineer from Sierra Leone can go and work anywhere in ECOWAS. There's a work to be done. It's a matter of setting the standards. It's a matter of making sure that people who build things are qualified to build them, and that the standards that they use are high and are maintained. Yes, it will help, but a lot more needs to be done. Regulations need to be passed. We need to be serious about the laws that we pass.
Meanwhile, attendees believe the communique will strategically position engineering as a core driver of Sierra Leone's national transformative agenda. Delegates emphasized that their project must actively align with Sierra Leone's wider transformative agenda and national planning policies to serve as a unique driver of sustainable national development. Stakeholders noted that the implementation of local content policies must be strictly enforced by empowering and utilizing local companies, with climate change extremely impacting West Africa and the Sahel. Speakers spoke on the urgent need to reinforce climate resilience features into all public infrastructure. The conference called for structured institutional programs to bridge the persistent gap between academic theory and practical field of engineering. The session marked a forward-looking shift towards the adoption of the communique, artificial intelligence, and smart infrastructure technologies within current engineering workflows and project planning. Abdul Kabir, SLBC News, Freetown.
Public servants from across Sierra Leone have participated in the wellness and life walk organized by the Ministry of Public Administration as part of activities to promote healthy living ahead of the 2026 United Nations World Public Service Day. Oriel Roy Fox went along with the team in the west of Freetown and now reports.
Hundreds of public servants, government officials and stakeholders converge here at the UE building in Freetown to participate in a wellness and life walk as part of celebrations marking World Public Service Day 2026. The exercise brought together personnel from various ministries, departments and agencies in a demonstration of unity, wellness and commitment to national service. The event also coincided with a health walk organized by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, reinforcing a shared commitment to healthy lifestyles and national development. The director of the Public Sector Reform Unit, Suleiman Fore Musa, said it was important to recognizing the dedication and hard work of public servants who continue to support the government's development priorities.
No country can thrive without a sound, efficient and accountable public service. So we believe this year we have to celebrate our hard-working public servants who leave their homes early in the morning to come to work and support government priorities and government aspirations.
He noted the government remains committed to modernizing and improving the efficiency of the public sector under the Pillar 5 of the National Development Agenda, with emphasis on strengthening service delivery and institutional performance.
That is a key priority of this particular government under Pillar 5, which speaks to revamping the public service architecture. So it's a whole pillar, and we are working on that pillar, which has about 8 critical focus areas or themes that we are looking at, and I'm sure this is all about modernizing the public service to make it more efficient and accountable to the people of Sierra Leone.
The participants at the end pledged to support the fight against drug abuse in Sierra Leone. SLBC News, Alwyn Roy Fox reporting.
The chairman of the ECOWAS Permanent Representative Committee, Dr. Julius Sandi, has called for a fundamental rethinking of regional integration efforts in West Africa. He told member states at the 7th annual retreat of the ECOWAS Permanent Representatives Committee in Cotonou, Republic of Benin, to embrace bold reforms, strengthen democratic governance, and restore citizens' confidence in the regional bloc. He described the gathering as a historic opportunity to shape the future of the community at a time when ECOWAS faces unprecedented challenges and transformative opportunities. It identified the withdrawal of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger from ECOWAS as one of the most significant challenges confronting the organization, describing it as an existential test for regional solidarity. It also cited political and security developments in Guinea-Bissau and Benin as compelling reasons to assess the effectiveness of regional peace and security mechanisms and accelerate the operationalization of the ECOWAS standby force. It said military coups should and must now be relegated to the past. The retreat convened under the theme Future of Regional Integration was the first time an ECOWAS PLC retreat is being held outside Nigeria, a landmark initiative championed by Dr. Sandi in his capacity as chairman of the committee. And now, away from that, the chairman of the Parliamentary Oversight Committee on Environment and Climate Change, Honorable Alhaji Yusuf Makray, has issued a strong warning to multinational companies operating in Sierra Leone, stressing that while government welcomes investment, all operators must strictly comply with environmental regulations. He made the statement at the end of an oversight visit to the east and southern regions of the country, where the committee assessed compliance with environmental laws and community development action plans. Dennis Fraser has more.
The committee began its tour in Daotown, Kainlaon district, engaging Lizard Earth, an agricultural company with a chocolate factory, and then Gold Tree, a palm oil processing company. Members emphasized the need for transparency, adherence to environmental impact assessment requirements. They also inspected production facilities at Gold Tree's Daru Mill in Jawe Chiefdom. Speaking at the engagement, the chairman also stressed the importance of community engagement, stating that companies operating in local areas must ensure transparency and effective communication with host communities.
Also, I do expect you to comply and also work with the regulatory agency, which is EPA, and all other government functionaries that can also enhance your job. We are not here to win jobs, no. Sure. We are also your representatives. Yeah. Yes, we are also your representatives. So feel free, when there are issues, ask me, you are my brother.
In the southern region, the committee visited FG Gold at Baumau in Valnia Chiefdom district, where they reviewed operations, environmental management systems, and ongoing infrastructural development. The company's health and safety officer, Fode Mansare,
The Sierra Leone Film Industry Labour and Marketing Guild has launched International Strategic Development Plan for 2026 to 2030. It was said to be a roadmap aimed at transforming the country's film sector into a viable contributor to economic growth, job creation, and cultural promotion. The launch described by industry leaders as a milestone. Alimami Konte filed in this report and was read in the studio by Yusuf Mosiri Suma.
The First Lady, Dr. Fatima Madabio, government officials, development partners, filmmakers, entertainers, and representatives from across the Mano River Union witnessed the unveiling ceremony. For years, Sierra Leone's film industry has largely relied on the passion and resilience of filmmakers working with the limited resources. Now, the Sierra Leone Film Industry Labour and Marketing Guild said it is ready to move the sector from informal survival to structured growth. Acting chairman of the Sierra Leone Film Guild, Mohamed Alareni Ba, described the launch as one of the most significant moments in the organization's 18 years history, noting that the plan was designed to strengthen governance, develop talent, improve infrastructure, attract investment and protect intellectual property rights within the industry. According to the Guild, the strategy has been aligned with Sierra Leone's national film policy and included ambitious targets such as training thousands of film professionals, establishing a national film fund, creating a national film village, and positioning Sierra Leone as a recognized player within West Africa's growing screen economy. The event also attracted regional support, including the presence of Adetu Kumbo, president of the Liberia Film Union, highlighting growing collaboration among filmmakers within the Mano River region. Representing the Minister of Information and Civic Education, Director of Government Information Services, Frances Josephine Kafula, underscored the importance of film as a tool for civic education, nation building, and economic development.
Your voices, creativity, and resilience are essential to the success and advancement of the industry and nation.
The Deputy Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs challenged filmmakers to embrace professionalism, innovation, and excellence if Sierra Leone is ordered to compete on the regional and international stage.
We have to start thinking in that route. We even see our music nowadays is changing. What are you waiting for as a movie director? What are you waiting for as the actor? Polish your English, you know they do it. Understand your lines perfectly, you know they do it. Can they wake you up 2 o'clock in the morning and you're ready to jump light camera action? No.
First Lady Fatima Mada Bio reflected on her own journey as an actress and storyteller, emphasizing the role of film in preserving culture, empowering young people, and telling Sierra Leone's story to the world.
At the launch of the Sierra Leone Film Industry, Labour and Marketing Guild and the National Strategic Development Plan for 2026 to 2030. Today is not merely the launch of an institution or a document. It is the launch of hope, the launch of opportunity, and a renewed vision for the future of Sierra Leone creative economy.
Beyond the speeches, the event showcased Sierra Leone's creative talent through entertainment performances, including appearances by popular veteran comedians Wamport, whose performances added excitement and color to the occasion. Industry veterans, actors, directors, producers, marketers, and technicians were also in attendance, reaffirming a collective commitment to repositioning the sector as a driver of employment and national development. As the curtains closed on the launch, stakeholders expressed optimism that the new strategic plan could provide the structure, investment, and policy and the support needed to unlock the full potential of Sierra Leone's film industry. With a 5-year roadmap now in place and growing support from government, regional partners, and industry players, the Sierra Leone Film Industry Labour and Marketing Guild hopes to usher in a new era for filmmaking. SABC News, Freetown.
The Rotary Club of Freetown has officially unveiled the Transform the Library at the Government Girls' School in Freetown as part of its commitment to supporting quality education in Sierra Leone. The initiative, which falls on the Rotary International focus on basic education and literacy, has equipped the school with modern learning resources and technology aimed at improving access to information for pupils and teachers alike. Alwyn Roy Fox has the details.
The project saw the complete refurbishment of the school library, including the provision of new books and bookshelves to create a more conducive learning environment. In addition, the Rotary Club of Freetown donated 10 laptop computers to support digital learning and help students develop essential information technology skills needed in today's world. To ensure uninterrupted access to electricity, the club also installed a solar power system to serve the library, allowing students to study and access educational resources even during power outages. As part of efforts to bridge the digital divide, a MiFi internet router was installed with a 3-month internet subscription, providing learners and teachers with access to online educational materials and research opportunities.
We are passionate about changing lives of people in our environment. We have various areas of focus, in fact 7 areas of focus. We have peace building and conflict prevention. We have disease prevention and treatment. We have water sanitation and hygiene, maternal and child care, basic education and literacy, community development, and supporting the environment. This whole project falls under basic education and literacy.
School authorities and pupils express gratitude to the Rotary Club of Freetown, describing the project as a significant boost to teaching and learning at the institution.
Thank you to give us this opportunity.
I promise that we will use it wisely. Let's make sure that we control this thing, we grab this thing, so that we will take and be proud of us.
The Transform facility is expected to enhance reading habits, improve digital literacy, and provide students with greater opportunities to access knowledge both offline and online. SLBC News, Alwyn Roy Fox reporting.
4 investors based in Turkey, including Alma Services Foreign Trade Limited Company, Vecon Group, Styler Holdings, Donagla Agricultural Company, have met with the Ambassador of Sierra Leone, Dr. Frances Anderson, on exploring investment opportunities in Sierra Leone. During the meeting, the company representatives expressed strong interest in expanding their operations in the areas of agriculture, construction, healthcare, trade, logistics, infrastructure development, and manufacturing. Ambassador Anderson said Sierra Leone's government was committed to attracting foreign direct investments through reforms aimed at improving the ease of doing business, promoting private sector growth, and creating a conducive environment for investors. She said the country has strategic locations, abundant natural resources, growing agricultural potential, and ongoing infrastructure and human capital development initiatives. The delegation commended the positive economic and governance reforms being undertaken by the government of Sierra Leone and expressed optimism about the country's investment prospect. They also said they are willing to take on further engagement and exploratory visits to identify viable investment opportunities. The engagements ended with a shared commitment to deepen economic cooperation between Sierra Leone and Turkey. From the United Church Women, Sierra Leone is one of the few faith-based development organizations in the country. With their motto of dedicated service, the organization has decided to hold an annual convention to bring Christian women together for lectures on their life skills. Harold Williams was with the United Church Women at the 2026 convention.
The annual convention of the United Church Women Sierra Leone has taken place at the St. John's Maroon Church in Freetown. Under this year's theme, I Will Give You Rest, Come, taken from Matthew chapter 11, the convention was oriented towards Christian women. According to the United Church Women Sierra Leone President, Reverend Christiana Sutton Korma, the convention is a space for multi-denominational participation for all women, bolstered by this year's speakers on topics such as spirituality and your faith and understanding your vulnerability.
We use the theme to deliberate more on it and look at it with other sub-themes to ensure we impact the lives of people spiritually. At the end of the day, transformation is taking place. And today had impacted a lot of people during this time. And we looked at the theme that was done by the Nigerian group, which is Come to Me and I Will Give You Rest. I want to say to the older women to keep on pushing, keep on encouraging the younger women to be part of this great movement. And for the younger people, don't say, oh, these are young old women. We were young when we were there. Now we are getting old. But we want you also to come and take over the leadership. It's an organization that comprises of all denominations. Pentecostals, Methodists, Anglican, Baptists, you name it, Evangelical. A lot of other churches are part of this movement. So we want you to be part of this movement to ensure you be an ambassador for Christ.
Hymns, scriptures, and prayers were featured in the program, which was interactive with questions and answers on the spoken topics.
Accounting and Information Professional College has held its first public lecture on leadership, innovation, and influence. It was a lecture aimed at admin students and participants on the vitality of leadership in innovation and how that influences youth empowerment in society. Yusuf Masir was there and profiled in this report.
The lecture was organized by the Student Union government in the college in partnership with Help the Young organization. The lecture brought together not only students but pupils from various secondary schools as a platform to engage with policymakers, network with peers, and to equip them with professional knowledge on leadership and innovation, and to find better ways at solving societal problems through innovation. Augustine Mose is the president of the Student Union government. He said the theme for the lecture was rooted in looking at how digitalization is shaping changes in society.
In today's digital world, if you want to succeed, first you have to be innovative, because the world is fastly transforming from physical way of doing things to digitalization. So we thought it fit that if our youth will be given the ideas and the expertise to be able to use the social media, which is a part of innovation and part of digitalization, it will help them so much for them to be involved in change and also to be directly involved in decisions that affect their life and their future.
Deputy Minister of Youth Affairs Patrick Michaelson Jibrila, who served as the keynote speaker, said leadership is not about position but the mindset. He emphasized the need for young people to embrace innovation, which he said resolves human problems in the society.
But true leadership is not a position. It is a mindset. It is about taking responsibility. It is easier to look away in a context of national transition. Leadership means recognizing that you do not have to wait for tomorrow to drive change. I charge you to master your craft. A foundation. Commit yourself to absolute excellence in your studies. True innovation requires deep technical and contextual competence. Do not just study to pass exams. Study to solve national bottlenecks.
Manager, National Communication Authority, Victoria Catherine Edwin, called on students to use their talent to promote positive change and seize the public lecture as an opportunity to learn.
Use your voices to advocate for positive change, your platforms to promote constructive dialogue, and your talents to contribute solutions to the challenges facing our communities and nation.
Authorities at the college promised that subsequent educational learning platform of such will continue at the college. Yusuf Mosire Suma, SLBC News, Kingdom, Freetown.
If you're just joining in, this is news coming to you live from the Stallion Broadcasting Corporation. We continue with more stories. Now, on a solemn note, the All People's Congress Party has held a laying out ceremony on Sunday in honor of its national chairman and chief executive officer, Honorable Alhaji Minkayo Mansaye. The ceremony brought together party executives, political associates, family members and supporters who gathered to pay tribute to a man widely regarded as one of the APC's most influential leaders. As preparations continue for his final burial on Monday, our reporter Cecilia Alice attended the ceremony and filed on this report.
An atmosphere of grief, reflection, and remembrance filled the APC headquarters as party members and supporters gathered to bid farewell to their national chairman and chief executive officer, Honorable Alhaji Minkayo Mansaye. His remains were brought into the hall, his body draped in the APC's colors of red and white. For many in the room, the sight was both a solemn farewell and a powerful symbol, a son of the party returning one final time enwrapped in its identity. The laying out ceremony also served as an opportunity for mourners to celebrate the life and legacy of a man many described as a dedicated politician, respected statesman, and loyal servant of the APC. Tributes from party leaders, former colleagues, friends, and supporters painted a picture of a leader whose political journey spanned decades and whose influence stretched far beyond party lines. Many speakers remembered him as a unifier who remained committed to the growth and stability of the APC throughout his years of service.
It is a painful moment, a very difficult one to get over. Minkali was a strong leader. He was a unifying figure, very generous, intelligent, and a mentor to so many of us, especially the young people of the party.
Alhaji Minkali Mansay served the APC in several capacities, rising through the ranks to become the national chairman and the chief executive officer. He also served the nation as Minister of Labour and Minister of Mines and Mineral Resources during the administration of former President Anes Baikoma. Also paying tribute was one of the party's flag-bearer aspirant, Dr. Ibrahim Bangura, who said the nation will remember Honorable Alhaji Minkali Mansay for his outstanding leadership.
The leadership will provide the serenity, we help the country forget, and the way we help move the APC throughout the opposition period we started 2018.
The APC's National Secretary General, Lansana Doumbouya, offered one of the most personal accounts of the late chairman, reflecting on a bond that stretched back to their youth. He described Honorable Alhaji Minkali Mansay as a very unassuming person, a master of the Queen's language who was well-read, articulate, and intellectually sharp.
This is the time to mourn the national chairman of the party. It is a time to say one step to unite the party. Time to make sure so we console ourselves and make sure so the party come back to power.
For family members and close associates, today's ceremony was not only about mourning a political leader, but remembering a husband, father, mentor, and friend whose life touched many. Members of the Mansay family expressed deep gratitude to the APC, party supporters, and all well-wishers for their overwhelming love and support shown to them during this difficult period of mourning. Following the laying out ceremony, party officials proceeded to the family residence to formally commiserate with the bereaved family ahead of Monday's funeral activities. The APC also announced that the late chairman's remains will lie in state at Parliament and later at the Freetown City Council for a civic laying out ceremony before final interment at the King Tom Cemetery.
Sierra Leone prepares to bid final farewell to Honorable Alhaji Minkali Mansay. Many here say his contribution in politics, public service and national development will remain a lasting part of his legacy. Reporting from the APC headquarters on the railway line with Filson Freetown, I am Cecilia Alice Sise.
The Sierra Leone Railway Development and Regulatory Authority, in partnership with the ACE Engineering and Consulting Services, has held a stakeholder consultative meeting at the new Bufis Hotel in Freetown to discuss the development of Sierra Leone's National Railway Master Plan and pre-feasibility studies under the theme laying the foundation to reintroduce a national railway system. Esther Susanette Bassi was there and now reports.
The proposed railway network will connect Freetown to border crossings with Guinea and Liberia, key mining sites, ports and major agricultural zones across the country. The plan aims to modernize transportation, boost economic growth, facilitate trade, and strengthen regional integration. Officials noted that Sierra Leone's current railway infrastructure is largely mining-focused, with the 192-kilometer Pepel to Tonkolili railway line not designed for commercial passenger services. The proposed railway system is expected to reduce transport costs, ease road congestion, improve trade efficiency, and enhance competitiveness within the ECOWAS region. Speaking at the meeting, SLR-DRA Director General described the railway project national development.
So, as I mentioned, it's nationwide. But we also do monitor and coordinate activities in both the railway and even the cable car transport system. So we are not just limited to just railway, really. So in the future, if government decides to invest or to develop a cable car system, that will be part of our mandate in the future. Of course, we also grant licenses to operators. For instance, we know we have an existing operator, Kingo. And then, of course, we do initiate, conduct, and promote and encourage studies for the growth and development of railway and cable cars.
While Deputy Minister of Transport and Aviation reaffirmed the government's commitment through a two-phase railway investment strategy.
Phase 1, which brings us here today, involves developing a comprehensive national railway master plan, supported by a detailed technical, financial, and economic and environmental feasibility studies. Phase 2, we see government invite investors to express interest in specific viable railway lines identified by those studies, ensuring that investment decisions are grounded in evidence, not in speculation. As part of Phase 1 of the railway investment strategy, Cabinet in April 2025 authorized the Minister of Transport and his colleague, the Minister of Finance, to initiate the process of procuring the services of a reputable international engineering consulting firm to develop a nationwide railway master plan.
3-month master plan study will include data collection, stakeholder consultations, field surveys, demand assessments, environmental and social studies, and the development of final recommendations aimed at restoring Sierra Leone's railway network and supporting sustainable economic growth. For SLBC News, Esther Suzanette Bassi reporting.
From Esther Suzanette Bassi with that news, it's now time for us to move to other segments of the news, and we'll start with our entertainment news.
Hello and welcome to Entertainment News with Miss Sulaiman Baba Toure. In this edition of Entertainment News, Incredible JJ releases the video of a song titled Kosh featuring Liberian superstar Jezino. And former Barcelona wonder kid Ansu Fati releases the video of his song titled Sia Como Sia. Now, the boy from Kenema, Incredible JJ, released song months or weeks ago titled Kosh, part of his album, the Matt album. And now the video, the official video, because there have been videos out, you know, promotional videos and cover videos, but now the official video is out and Kosh is indeed a Kosh video. Jezino and Incredible JJ Kosh is out on different social media handles. Just go and check it out. But first, let's get a snippet of the video. Let's see how classic it is.
I crush my spec. Tell me if you love me, oh, don't you hold on to yourself. Till I know that person have me, oh, come out and express yourself. You could be the one that I've been waiting for. Unveil yourself, don't keep me waiting, I'm here for
That is it, Incredible JJ, the boy from Kenema. Bad Bush Node for today, bad boyfriend. You know the songs, and he's giving us hit after hit. Go check the album out. Have you listened? Audiomack and all the social media handles? If not, go and check them out. And now, Ansu Fati, former wonder kid of Barcelona, who unfortunately went down because of injuries after injuries, and was sent to Brighton to get back to his pace. But unfortunately, no, he came back to Barcelona and now at Monaco. He has released a song as others are playing the World Cup, enjoying the World Cup. He has released a song in Brazil. The title of the song is Sia Como Sia. Go and check it out. Not only football, from the feet to the mouth, he's shown the talent. Let's get a taste of it.
Ella se hace la difícil, pero yo la voy a conseguir. Sea como sea.
Junior Bola is also an artist. Ansu Fati, well, this is what we have for this edition of Entertainment News. I've been your presenter, Spaman Babature. Thanks for watching and keep watching the SLBC. Bye-bye.
Many thanks there to Suleiman Babature for the latest in entertainment news. We'll now move on to sport update. Now in sports update this evening, Eastern Lions have been crowned as the 2026 Orange FA Cup champions after a 1-0 victory over Mighty Blackpool at the Southern Arena in Wo. Let's join Abdul Kabir for more update.
The 2026 Orange FA Cup final between Eastern Lions and Mighty Blackpool saw nice exchanges between the two sides, while two of the oldest football clubs in Sierra Leone. While it was a pound-for-pound encounter, nice exchanges at the Southern Arena in Bo, where the ultimate target was the goal area. And for Eastern Lions, they played and they created several chances, but unfortunately they couldn't convert in that particular moment in the first half. And Mighty Blackpool had a composed side as well, and a very determined side with excellent football control at the Southern Arena in Bo. But in the 89th minute, magic struck in when Sulaiman Escargo left his name in the annals of history by scoring the only goal in that particular match for Eastern Lions, which was a brilliant header that sent the ball into the back of the net and triggered absolute joy at the Southern Arena. While Mighty Blackpool, they played really well to settle the score, but to no avail. And at the end of the day, Eastern Lions players were decorated for the exciting 2026 FA Cup triumph. Well, it was indeed a very tough battle for fans who were delighted in a very big way in terms of football, fanfare, among many other things.
Many thanks there to Abdul Kabir for the latest updates in sport. Well, from there, let's now draw the curtains of weekend news this evening. But before we go, a quick recap of our main point. President Bio has commissioned the Manoa Bridge in Penjia, Kainan District, describing it as a major step in expanding infrastructure development to rural communities. The Sierra Leone Film Industry Labour and Marketing Guild has launched its National Strategic Development Plan 2026 to 2030. It was a roadmap aimed at transforming the country's film sector into a viable contributor to economic growth, job creation, and cultural promotion. And the All People's Congress Party has held the laying out ceremony in honor of its national chairman and chief executive officer, Honorable Alhaji Minkali Mansari. Well, that's how we wrap up this edition of Weekend News that came to you from the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation. I have been your anchor, Esther Sako. Stay glued to your hot broadcaster, the SLBC. If you can, good night.